What's going on, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your man Terry with WhatsTerryDoingTV, and happy TGIF Cinco de Mayo today. We in here chilling, enjoying our margaritas, and today we decided to do a how we met. So we're not gonna keep you waiting much longer. I'm sitting here with Keisha. We want to say hi. So I'm excited to get into this. So with no further ado, I'm going to tell you how we met, everything that went down, and I'm looking forward to it. I know you guys are going to enjoy this because I'm sure you wonder how this all started.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya. Kid from California, trying to make it in life. In school they never taught ya. Dreams of my own, I've been working from home. I can do it on my own, but sometimes it gets cold like.
Okay, so it all started on December
what?
It all started on December about 17th?
No. December 23rd.
The 23rd. December
Yes.
20th, I knew that. I was wanting to test you and
No,
make sure
he
you
doesn't
knew.
remember.
So,
I remember because I was leaving to go home for Christmas.
You weren't on your way out. You weren't leaving. You was
Yeah, the next day.
the next day.
The next morning.
Okay. Well, okay. So I was out and about. I don't know what I was doing, but I said I'm going to stop in this bar that we have here in Indianapolis called JD's Pub. I stop in, and I run into a friend of mine, and we get to chit chatting and talking or whatever. And she's sitting there in the booth, and she was eating. But so basically, what happened? It was she had some food sitting there, and it was some. I'm telling you, it was some chicken wings. It was a platter. It was some chicken wings. It was some chicken wings and some some chili cheese fries. And I didn't want to talk to her. I was scared to talk to her because I didn't know. I thought she had somebody with her, but it was hers. It wasn't. So what?
I hate when he tells his story because he makes it seem like usually he starts naming a whole bunch of other food. He starts saying potato skins and I don't know, just all kinds of stuff. But it was wings and fries. Yes, it was chili cheese fries.
Yeah, I was gonna say chili cheese fries. That's what
it wasn't enough where you would think someone else was coming out. Honestly.
Well, so now with that said, so she had this food. Eventually, nobody came out. So I kind of sat down. I was smooth. I was cool. That's how I am. So I'm sitting down. I don't sit right with her. I kind of sit off. I get in the booth across from her. I'm like, you mind if I sit here? And she was like, I guess. So I sat down. Smooth as I was playing off because you don't want to be too aggressive when you first approach somebody. So I didn't come at her like that. I kind of sat down. My friend that was there, me and him was joking around. He was joking. We was all joking, laughing together, whatever. And so, what happened after that?
No, you.
What?
I don't know. I mean, when you get done, I'll tell what really happened.
So
this is his version of events.
So I'm sitting there. I'm like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? So I was like, hey, can I get one of your wings? And she was like, no. And so from that point, I was scared because she had an attitude because I just asked for one of her damn wings. I don't know. That's the only line I had. That's the only move I had. I was trying to get in there, and that's the only way I knew. Maybe I could get one of her wings, and she wasn't sharing. So So we're sitting there talking. I'm like, hey, do you have a man? She was like, no. I was like, well, she was like, is this your ride? Because she seen my cross. I was like, yeah. She's like, I was like, can you drive stick? No, none of that happened. No, I'm lying. But no, I was like, yeah. So you think I can call you sometimes? And she was like, well, I don't know. So long story short, so we go through all that. We get to talking, and my guy was like, man, she's about to go because she had to go out of town. She had to be out of town for was it Christmas? Were you living for Christmas?
Yeah.
And my guy was like, well, walk her out. So I walk her out. And I was like, it's nice meeting you and all that. You know, I put on the smoothness. And from that point, we leave each other. So now, from there, I called her probably when did I call you?
That night.
I called you that night.
Mm-hmm.
See, because you can't wait all the time. Because, see, a lot of times, she could have went to the gas station to get gas on her way home and met somebody else. That's how quick it happens. I didn't want that to happen. So I called her that night. I was like, who you by? Who you with? I was like, who you with? And, no, so she went home. So I called. And we talked for a little while. And she didn't want to get off the phone. No, that wasn't then. Not that soon. No, she had everything. Then she was tired. So then, so we did talk for a minute. She's like, yeah, well, I gotta get to bed because I'm going out of town tomorrow. You know, because it's Christmas, going to see my mom. I'm like, all right. So after that, like maybe, I think I called her a couple more times after that, and she was too busy. She didn't have time. So eventually I gave up. I said I wasn't calling anymore. You wanna?
Yeah. So let's back this story all the way up to the beginning. Like he said, and he walked in the bar, and I was sitting there eating. Mind you, like, it's so funny when people tell stories because it really is each person's different interpretation of what went on. Because to me, we have similarities, but it's still different. Because when he came in the bar, like he said, his friend was there. He was laughing and joking and playing around with his friend. His friend was the one talking to me more than Terry. Terry wasn't really saying anything to me. Terry wasn't really looking my way. I actually thought his friend was flirting with me because that's how much his friend was talking to me, laughing, playing around, joking. I mean, to the point where he was there his friend was there with another woman, and it kind of made me feel a little uncomfortable how much he kept turning around talking to me, seeing him sitting there with another woman. So, let's just start there. So, Terry trying to make it seem like he was all smooth and he had his eye on me the whole time. No, he didn't. Terry sat at the booth in front of me. Actually, no, they came in. Like I said, his friend was sitting there talking, and he did come by, and he was like, I had my head down, and I was in my phone. He was talking to his friend, and like I heard like the chitter chatter in the background, but wasn't really paying attention to the conversation. But then he just kind of got louder and louder to the point where like I couldn't help but hear what he was saying. And then I realized that he was talking about me because he's like, man, I sure would like some wings, boy. Some wings sound real good. And while he's standing next to my table, hovering over my chicken wings, talking about how he would love to have some barbecue wings. And then he was like, can I have one of your rings? And went to start reaching for my plate. And that's when I tell him, no, he better not. I'm just saying, I don't know where his hands have been. I washed and sanitized my hands before I eat. He just came into the door, mind you. And on top of that, he was a stranger. I didn't know him. Don't put your hand in my plate. I don't know where your hands have been. So that's why that went like that. It wasn't like I was just being rude, you know. That's just how he came at me. And honestly, I didn't take it as him flirting or whatever. I knew he was joking around. But I was dead serious about don't put your hand in my plate. So, then I don't know, he just kind of, like I said, his friend still kept talking. He just kind of went off into, like I said, the booth in front of me, and he was sitting over there on the phone carrying on a conversation, you know, off to the side away from everyone else. Still to this day, I don't care what nobody say. I don't know. I still sometimes to this day, I thought that he was sitting there talking to maybe another woman. Like maybe he was talking to somebody or whatever. Because I'm just saying, we are sitting in a bar. You claim to be interested in me, but you are sitting over here on the phone, like just legit carrying on like.
I might have been on the phone ending a relationship.
A conversation. Yeah.
I might have been on the phone ending some shit.
And like I said, his friend was over here doing all the talking. Like I said, my thought was like I said, I was like, oh, he's over there talking to his girl is what I was thinking. So then eventually he gets off the phone and then he comes and then he's like, do you mind if I sit down right here? And I was like, I mean, I guess, you know, whatever. So then he sat down, you know, in the booth, and then like I said, I had no clue that he was at all interested. He didn't show any interest, in my opinion, at all. Like, totally caught me off guard. So he did say, he's like, and out of nowhere, he was like, you got a man? And I don't know, ladies, have you ever just kind of, it wasn't that I didn't think he was attractive or whatever, you know, sometimes you just kind of, you're not interested as far as you don't want to start talking to somebody or start dating, or you just don't want to be bothered. I know that might sound horrible, but I was kind of at that point where I kind of just didn't really want to be bothered. So I almost lied, like legit almost lied and said yes so that he could just leave me alone. But I didn't. And I said no. And he, you know, then he was just like, oh, why not? You know what I mean? And I can't remember what I said. But like he said, I was almost wrapping up, you know, eating when they had walked in anyway. So, you know, I was getting my bill together when all of this stuff was going on. And I was on my way out the door. And like you said, his friend had to tell him to walk me out. And I'm glad you heard him say that. I'm glad you heard him say that because he would never admit that. But he actually said it right here. But I've always said, I was like, you're not even going to walk me out.
That's how it was. He didn't have to say it. He didn't give me a chance. I didn't get a chance to get up.
Yeah, his friend, I saw him. He was like, nudged him. He was like, walk her out. I was laughing on the inside. So, yeah. And it was pouring down rain. That's why his friend, I think, told him to walk me out, too. Because it was pouring down rain, so I wouldn't get rained on.
What the hell was I going to do?
Well,
sit on your head?
What you ended up doing, you came out with me. You was going to put your jacket over my head. You offered to.
Did I really?
Yeah, but I said don't.
I'm a damn idiot.
I mean, but I told you not to worry about it because I'm like, I'll get to the car faster on my own than you trying to hold a jacket.
Fast as I seen her move. We can get in the store right now. She walks like a effing turtle, man. And now she did that day. She probably ran to the car. Yeah.
So we exchanged numbers at the car, and I gave him my number, and then I get this text message. He texted me his full government name, first middle and last name, and I'm not even gonna lie, I was like, what a creeper. I was like, yeah, that was kind of weird to me. But my sister, because then she ended up calling, she's like, well, at least you know he doesn't have anything to hide. I was like, well, that's, you know, being positive, because my thought was, what a creeper. But, yeah. So I got home, and he did not call me. He FaceTimed me. Is what he did. And I declined it. I had never FaceTimed before. I wasn't into the FaceTime thing when we first met, and all he ever wants to do is FaceTime. Like, Terry's not a big texter either. He always wants to literally pick up the phone and call, or he will FaceTime, which I've never been a big texter, But I've never appreciated texting so much until I have Terry calling and FaceTiming me all the time. Because you can't do nothing if somebody's always calling and texting you. Like, I don't know. Calling and FaceTiming. It's just easier texting times. But yeah. So I declined his FaceTime because I don't know. Guys can be kind of weird and creepy. My first thought is, when you're FaceTiming, they will often, start, I don't know what it is with guys nowadays. First thing when they want you to send a picture of them. The first thing they always say, send me a picture. And my thing is, I didn't want him screenshotting me in a FaceTime. Like, that's how I think. I don't want you screenshotting me. I don't want you being like, oh, let me see this. Let me see, that kind of stuff.
No, wait a minute. Now, you see how difficult she was this whole time. Nothing was easy. But anything worth getting, though, you gotta work.
But that's what you don't realize from a woman's perspective. That is the stuff that you get from guys.
And I was gonna screenshot you, but you didn't know that.
When you're dating, guys will do that. I don't know if women do that. Yeah, I don't know, but guys definitely will pull that. Send me a picture. All of that. Trying to screenshot. Yeah. So. The next morning, he called when I didn't answer the FaceTime, and we chit-chatted for a little bit. The next morning, he called me when I was on my way to South Bend for Christmas, but I couldn't talk because I didn't have my car charger. And he had maybe called me another...
Didn't believe that.
Oh, yeah, when I answered the phone and told him I didn't have the car charger, I'm not even going to lie, you should have heard the disappointment in his voice. Mind you, once again, I was like, what a creeper / weirdo. He called me at like 8 or 9 in the morning. I'm thinking, who calls someone at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning?
I don't sleep.
He gets up early, but of course I didn't know that. In my mind, I'm thinking, you just met me. Yeah, I'm pretty much a stranger. I am a stranger to you at this point. Who calls someone at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning? I'm just saying. So, yeah. But he sounded so disappointed when I told him that I didn't have my car charger. Yeah, and now I know he didn't believe it. You could kind of hear that in his voice. He called me a little later on, and I didn't answer the phone because I wanted to spend time with my family. I didn't really, have the time to be talking. And I told him, I'll call him back after the weekend is over. And I didn't know he felt some type of way. So I did decide to call him back because I realized he had tried calling me several times and I kind of played him to the left. So I did call him back. And yep, hit it off from there. Best day of his life.
We just hit it off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now leave where she left off. Alright, so while I was waiting for my apartment to get ready, so sum everything up. My apartment became ready around, when was that? January 8th. January 8th, I moved in. She came by January 9th? January 8th, you came by? So January 8th, she came by. This is to sum up the whole story, you guys. And then I'm gonna wrap it up. But January 8th, she came by. And then she left. What day did we move back to the house? She never left. See? Hey, man. The magic is not giving up. You have to be persistent. You can't give up because, yeah, I was a creeper the whole time, but her ass never left. So I did something right. Hey, I was so glad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It turned out alright, wouldn't you say? I think we did. I think we did good. It turned out alright. And we're here today. And you've seen the previous video. If you haven't, go back through my videos. You can see what happened after all that. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you loved this vlog. And if you did, give it a big thumbs up. And you know what else to do. Like, comment, and subscribe in the bottom. Make sure you leave your comments because I like to go through them and kind of see what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching. And my baby Keisha, she appreciates it. You know what I'm saying? She's really been supportive of me starting this vlog. And I look forward to doing a whole lot more with you guys. And as always, thanks for watching.
What's Terry doing TV?
Love you guys. Peace.